Our phone is SOS, so we will see y'all later.
Pulling up, no Pirellis. Me and my girls, we hopping out in foreign things. Prime time, my nigga, my time.
Alright, what's up, pretty boy, pretty girl gang? I'm gonna explain to y'all what I have going on with Fema, just in case, you know, if you are in Houston and you got affected by the storm. I'm looking a hot mess today, but y'all, I have to call Fema today, and my phone, it says I'm gonna be on hold for 67 minutes or something like that. So yeah, I'm just on hold waiting on that. So whenever I go to my FEMA portal, for some reason it only shows housing assistance, which I don't need that. I'm trying to figure out, like, I know I applied correctly because y'all, I done been in so many hurricanes. I know how to apply for FEMA, like I'm not dumb. So I applied or whatever. Only thing that's popping up is housing assistance, and I noticed they had asked me for my ID. I uploaded my ID and everything just still says pending. So I'm like, what is going on? Like nothing has updated. None of my status has updated. So I'm like, did I do something wrong? So I'm like trying to call them and figure out what's going on, because I'm noticing everybody else portal is saying miscellaneous and they're getting approved for $750. So I'm like, at least run me that $750. Like, I don't need housing assistance. That's so dumb. Now that would have been useful during the hurricane, because I mean, even though we didn't have nowhere to stay, we did stay with, we stayed with Carmen for the hurricane or whatever the case may be. But still, we still had to catch Ubers over there. Flo had to catch an Uber over there. We had to catch an Uber back home. When we got back home, we had no lights, no water, and we had no food. We had to throw away all the food. They were like, did you have to pay any out-of-pocket costs for stay? I said, yes. Well, when they said, yeah, they said, did you have to pay any out-of-pocket costs for stay, or did y'all have to stay with someone else? And I said, yes. But other than that, other than stay, the food that we had to throw out, of course we missed out on work because we work from home. Like, everything we do is from home. That got affected. And then my gate. So I'm gonna show y'all the gate. The gate got messed up bad. And then it's like shingles that fell off the side of the house. So the gate. So this gate is jacked up. There's no lock on it. There's no way to close it or nothing. So it's like just open, damaged, done for. So I guess the inspector gonna come out and check that out. But I'm like, when is the inspector gonna come out? Because everybody else that done applied, they're saying inspectors is coming out the next day. And inspectors is coming out. I'm like, currently being recorded. When, Jack, when is the inspector coming out? Okay, because I need my gate fixed. I need the gate fixed. And yeah, but so basically, from what I understand, based on Facebook, everybody's supposed to automatically get $750. But I'm like, why is it not showing it on my portal? So that's what I'm trying to get this tea from FEMA for or whatever. So let me just figure that out. Get on the phone with them. Talk to these people. Lord, I know this gonna take all day because they take forever to do everything, but we're gonna figure this out.
Yes, ma'am. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That is it for now. Okay, so and you probably don't even know this, girl. I'm probably just taking up your line.
Nice. I'm here to answer any question you would like me to answer.
Okay, I guess I'm just trying to figure out how long this is all gonna take. Like,
I can't say that because your account's still pending.
Right.
Once your account get out of pending, I'll be able to see. I don't even know how long it's going to take for your account to stop pending, because it's not telling me that. It just says pending.
Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to make sure it wasn't pending.
You don't have? Ma'am?
No, I said I just wanted to make sure it wasn't.
You don't have any, like, only thing you had was request identity.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing else that you need to send in, so.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was making sure.
In order to get out of pending.
Right. Okay, that's what I was making sure that y'all didn't need nothing else from me, because after I sent the ID, I'm like, okay, maybe that'll take it out of the pending, but it just seemed like it's just wait. Now, was it okay for me to just upload that, or because it was saying something about USPS mail and all that? Like, what?
It's me. I'm sorry, whatever you just said.
Okay.
I don't see that, so can you?
Yeah, so
can
it's.
you tell me what the letter say?
Okay, so this is what it says. So, of course, it says received from you. FEMA is not waiting any correspondences from you at this time. But it said, before this, it said, please print and return with all correspondence to FEMA. And then it gave me a cover sheet. But I'm like, if I uploaded it, do you guys still need me to send it in? Like,
What's the cover sheet they need you to send in?
It has a number. I think that's
Is
my.
they asking you to? What's the number?
I think it's my application number 4798, and it says please return this cover page with all correspondence to FEMA. And I'm like, well, what do y'all need now? But that, like I said, that was in the same category as the ID, which I uploaded. I guess I don't know. I'm confused about that.
Well, you probably don't have to. This call is not nothing. They probably was talking about your ID.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm kind of confused. Cover letter? What's cover letter? Because that ain't much thing, you know. You don't worry about that, ma'am.
Okay.
All I can say is just be patient. Continue to call and check the status of your application like you've been doing.
Okay.
To see if that's out of pending.
Okay.
If FEMA need anything from you, they'll email you, they'll text you, or anything. They'll let you know that it's something in your correspondence. Any documents or anything they need from you, they'll email you. They'll text your phone. Like if you get a text message to your phone, it'll be like check the status or something. So
yeah.
Right now you just okay.
Okay.
So,
okay. Well, thank you so much. You said Brianna. Your name's Brianna, right?
You're welcome. And sometimes, yes, ma'am. Sometimes inspectors they call out for spam. Like unknown numbers. So if you're not used to answering unknown numbers or anything,
okay.
At this time is the time to answer those unknown numbers that you're not,
okay.
That you're not notice of.
Gotcha.
But for your records, my name is Brianna again. My personal identification number is 734-3526, and you have a wonderful evening.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
you too, Brianna. Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. That girl sounded so ignorant. Like, I don't think she knows what she's doing. Like, then I know she works from home because when I was on hold, right? I was on hold for like an hour. She randomly, I guess she might have clicked off her, she clicked to answer the call. And she was like, go brush your teeth. And I was like, hold on. I'm looking at Flo because I'm like, are you watching a video or something? But I'm like, I looked at my phone. I'm like, no, it's coming from my phone. So I'm like, what? And I paused. I was like, hello? And she was like, hello, ma'am. Can you just give me 1 second? I said, yeah, sure. Because FEMA's, the recording is telling me that I'm going to be on hold for another hour. So I'm not expecting nobody to come to this phone. So she randomly clicks on the line and says, go brush your teeth. She was talking to her kids. I'm like, oh my God, this is the most ghetto, bro. This is ghetto. I know I look ghetto myself. I look a hot mess, but y'all know when I get myself together, I'm gonna be on point. But, bro, the last time I called FEMA on Monday, and they said the whole time was 6,636 minutes. Who finna wait on her? Who finna do that? Like what? Good morning, you guys. So today is July 27th, and we're about to actually have our FEMA inspection at 10. It's currently 9:54, so they should be here soon. But yeah, so after I had called the other day, which was 2 days ago, they texted me the next day and was asking for me to call them to get a FEMA inspection. So I called. This was on Thursday. So on Thursday I called them, and then they scheduled it for today. So I don't know exactly what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna show them the gate. Whatever else they want to see, I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much that on that, and I'll keep y'all posted on the process. It's raining, which sucks. Oh my God. Hold on. Is my gate broke on that side? Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing right now is just chilling, waiting for them to come. I heard that the process is really, really quick. They just come in and they just look around, and that's pretty much it. Throughout the storms that I've had, I don't ever recall having a FEMA inspection. I know when we were in Hurricane Irma, I think it was, in Florida, nobody came out. We just reported everything. Nobody ever came out, so yeah. But I think that's it for now. I will update y'all soon. I'm so tired, y'all. I didn't really sleep much last night. I probably went to bed at like 5 o'clock this morning and woke up at 9. So I'm probably gonna go back to sleep after this. I've already cleaned up the house, so I ain't got much else to do but edit this video and yeah, go back to sleep. Okay guys, so I see them pulling up in the driveway. I'm about to just see. I'll probably leave the camera on for a second. Flo's still asleep, so I think it's a lady that's doing it. Oh, okay, it's a black lady. I know that's right. All right, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna leave the camera on. That's what she look like. Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Look, it's raining.
I know.
We'll just live this way for the next few days.
Right.
Before we get started, I need a picture ID, please.
Oh.
Okay. How many people stay here?
It is 5.
Okay. That's fine. How many bedrooms?
4. Wait, yeah, 4.
Did anyone incur any medical needs from the funeral?
No.
Moving and storage? Clothing? What about damage to items required for employment or school? You know, like books and computers and some tools?
No.
Did you have to buy a generator?
No.
What other damages did you incur?
The only damage that I had was my gate on the side. Like it just completely, somehow the lock fell off. I don't know how it happened, but we just have a brick there now so that way no one can try to insert it because it just was open when we got back. That's pretty much it that I noticed. There's some shingles on the ground. And that's pretty much it. We didn't have any inside damage though.
Oh, okay,
Just lost
good.
food.
Yeah, so food? Oh, okay. None of your furniture, your kitchen appliances, okay. Do you have any idea the size of the home?
I believe it's 2,900 square feet. It's a little over 2,900 square feet.
What about your vehicles? Were there any damages to your vehicle?
No, ma'am. We didn't have any vehicles here.
Did y'all have to leave? Yeah, you said
Yeah.
y'all left. Was there anything else that you'd like to?
Not that I can think of.
You're renting, right?
Yes.
Okay, because the gate, that's the landlord's responsibility.
Oh, okay.
So anything that has to do, you know, like with that, with the actual property, he has to, they have to take care of it.
Okay.
So what Fema's concerned with are any of your contents and of course the food.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave you with this.
Okay.
I'm a contractor for Fema. This is my name. This is who I work for, of course, today. If you have any questions
Okay.
about anything, this is information to get in touch with them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send this in today, so you should see something probably in the next, they said 7 to 10 days, but people are seeing it much faster than that.
Awesome. Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good. All right. Well,
All
thank
right,
you.
well, I'm glad you all didn't,
I know. I'm
didn't
glad
suffer,
to-
you
Yeah.
know, 'cause, I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through a lot of hurricanes, Katrina, Irma, because I've been living in Florida before, so I've been through the worst. Yeah, this was
I won't
nothing.
even go there.
Right, this was nothing compared to that. So.
Y'all laughed at us up here.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, that was really quick. I'm I'm not exactly sure what the outcome of that is going to be, just because, like she said, I didn't really have a lot of damages, really just lost food. So I'm probably going to get whatever they're giving for that. I don't know if they reimburse you for if like you had to stay somewhere else. Because like I said, we stayed with Carmen for the duration of the storm. So I don't know if they're going to like count that as like having to reimburse us, or if they want to see like hotel stays or something like that. Where we had to come out of pocket to stay somewhere. I mean, technically we did have to come out of pocket because, you know, we had to catch Ubers to get over there. All right, y'all, so I'm back. This whole hurricane thing has been a trip, y'all. Even like the whole way that it all happened, it all was just so crazy because the day of the hurricane, well, actually, okay, this is what happened. So I was actually already with Carmen that weekend. We had went out because it was actually my idea, because she had just released her record, You Make Diddy Look Like an Angel. This was before it hit #1, all of that. So she dropped the song. I think she dropped the song at like 4. I think it was at like 4 on Friday or 4 on Saturday. I can't remember the exact day it was, but either way, it was on the weekend. So she dropped the song. So I'm like, what we gonna do? We celebrating, we turning up. Let's go outside. Like, let's turn up for your record. So she was like, well, what you want to do? Let's figure out something. I was like, it don't really matter. We can get a bottle, pop a bottle at the house, you know, just really just, you know, celebrate your win. And so she was just like, okay, you want to go out with Kiana? She got a section at, I forgot where it was, but she was like, she got a section, you want to go out? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. Went over to her house, and I made sure I bought clothes, because normally when I go over to Carmen's house, I always end up just staying over there. Like, I'm never, especially if we go out, I'm never coming home. So I had packed a bag, went over there, and we went out. Boom. So we were supposed to go out the next day, which I think was Sunday. I think the storm hit that night. So we were supposed to go out again. Kiana had invited us out again that next night. And then that next day, it was just so much that happened, y'all. It was so much shit going on social media, so much going on online. So Carmen wasn't really feeling it. Like, it was just like a bad vibe. It was like not really a good day to go out. Even though I was trying to just get her out the house again, it was just like not a good time. So we decided to stay in. She ended up hitting up Kiana, asking her if she was still gonna go out, and Kiana was like, no, I'm not. I'm in the bed. Like, it was just kind of like a low vibe for everybody, because it was raining outside, and plus it was like pre-storm. So everybody just, all right, we just gonna stay home, whatever. I think me and Carmen ended up watching Baddies and just kind of kicking it at the house. I think we ordered food. And we really just ended up just falling asleep, really. But before I had fell asleep, I had talked to Flo, because he was like, if y'all end up going out, because it was all up and down. We didn't really know what we was gonna do for real. Flo was like, if you end up going out, he was like, just come straight home after, instead of going back to Carmen's house, because when this storm hits, I don't want us to be separate, because I don't know what's going to happen. You know, we might not be able to talk to each other. But in my mind, I'm like, but Carmen going to be here by herself, because Asia's not here. So I'm like, she going to be here by herself. So like, I'm not going to leave my girl by herself. And then plus my stuff is still over here. So what I'm going to do, come back home, get my stuff, and then go. No, it didn't make sense. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not about to do all that. So, we ended up not going out at all, like I said. We ended up just going to sleep. And then in the middle of the night, it had to be like 3 o'clock in the morning. All I'm hearing is, whoo, whoo. I'm talking about the doors felt like they was about to fall off. Like, the double doors felt like they was about to fall off. Carmen just sleeping. I don't know how she slept through all of that, but I kept waking up out of my sleep, and I'm just like, because we slept on the couch, so like everything's just coming straight through the house. So the window coming through the back door, the window coming through the front, I could hear it coming, rattling from the front door all the way through the house to the front door. So it was like the doors was just rattling back and forth. So I'm like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. This wind is crazy. And it was just like a bunch of wind. So boom. So finally we woke up. It probably was like 6 o'clock in the morning. We woke up and we noticed that the lights was off. We was like, oh damn, bitch, the lights all down. So we might as well just get up, figure out our life. We noticed our phones ain't have no service. So we just like, oh damn, we ain't got no lights. We ain't got no service. We're like, fuck. We're just going crazy, whatever. I mean, we was chilling though. We thugged it out. We really, really thugged it out. So we was taking shots. We were just really just having a good time, like getting the most out of the moment, because hey, it is what it is. It's a hurricane, so ain't nothing else we can do. So we trying to call people, text people, no service. This was probably like the scariest part, because you don't know if everybody's okay. They don't know if you're okay. You can't reach nobody. So we started walking around the neighborhood, we started walking around the neighborhood all like probably like 5-6 times walking around the neighborhood. We'll walk around the neighborhood, go back in the house, come back outside, see some people, chop it up with some people. Everybody was literally in the same situation. We saw families leaving with their kids, you know, because of course, you know, when you got kids, you're not finna be dealing with all that. So they had like little babies and stuff. So they was taking their babies out, you know, putting them in the cars. We had old people that was, you know, trying to reach their children. It was literally every different type of scenario that you could think of was going on outside. So we was outside. Finally, we found an area where we can actually like get a little bit of service. So I started like texting, and I started trying to text Ebony, our manager, trying to let her know we was okay. She wasn't getting none of my texts, none of my calls. I have like a whole call log. Ebony, Flo. Them like the only two people that I kept calling over and over. None of them was getting my calls. So finally, I think Carmen did end up talking to Ebony. I ended up talking to Flo. Flo was sleeping when I called him. He was completely knocked out. This is the part that's so funny that Carmen just thinks is so funny. So y'all know when the hurricane happens, usually your power gets knocked out, right? That's normal. This boy, we on the phone with him. We like, Flo, you all right? You all right? He like, yeah. Y'all all right? We was like, yeah. He was like, y'all got power over there? We was like, no, we ain't got no power. He's like, y'all got water over there? Carl was like, what? She was like, you ain't got no water, Flo? She was like, damn, it's one thing that I had no power, but bro, you ain't got no water. That's literally the worst place to be. Like, that is the worst situation ever. She thought that shit was just so funny because she just like, you ain't got no water. Poor Flo ain't have no water, no nothing. So I was like, all right, babe, I love you. You know, I'll try to call you back again later, whatever the case may be. So later comes, we realize we still ain't getting no power, no phone service. It's only so much walking outside you can do and trying to get signal. It was just all bad. So I just kept trying my luck. I just kept texting Flo. Whenever I would see like one little bar come through, I would just text Flo, hey, if you see this, can you see this? Can you see this? And I'm like, if you can see this, try to make your way to Carmen house. Cause like, I know you ain't, I knew in his mind he ain't had no water, no power. So I'm like, I don't want you over there, like him over there by himself. You know, I know it's me and Carmen by ourselves and him over here. He could have thugged it out. But I'm like, if you could come over here and be with us, just come over here and be with us. So boom, the day goes on. Next thing you know, it's probably like 6-7 o'clock. Somebody knocking at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Me and Carmen was like, oh shit, who is that? Who is that? Like, who's at the door? Like, cause we wasn't really expecting nobody. Like, I didn't even tell her that I told Flo to try to come. Like, I didn't think he was gonna try to come because that had been hours ago. I'm like, okay, he didn't get my message. He not coming. We stuck basically. So finally, Carmen answers the door. Like, let me just answer the door. She answered the door. We had no idea. It's Flo. He got his backpack on. Y'all, and I tell y'all, this was like a moment in a movie. Like, it felt like a moment in a movie. We're like, oh my God, Flo. We're so happy to see him. We hugging him like, oh my God, yes, Flo. I'm like, babe, how did you get here? What did you do? I'm thinking he done walked all the way because it had been hours. So I'm thinking he got my message and he walked the whole way. I'm like, oh my God, this man really came all the way over here. But Flo had service. He can only make calls but he couldn't get my text. He couldn't call out. He could call out, but he couldn't do no texting or nothing like that. So I think he was able to call his brother, and his brother got him an Uber to Carmen's house. So boom, that's how that happened. So he got there, whatever the case may be. He bought his laptop, so we was able to charge our phones because our phones was dead. Our phones had already died. This had been a whole day of us trying to use our phones dying. We was playing You May Did It Look Like an Angel. That was like literally the soundtrack of the whole day because like Carmen's song had went #1. So we were celebrating like when everybody was like, where's Carmen? Her song went #1. She's not even online. She's not posting this because of the hurricane. She couldn't post nothing. But like during when we found out it was #1, we just like, oh my God, I noticed her song went #1 at 4 o'clock in the morning. That was the last time when I checked my phone before we actually woke up that I had service and that I was able to see her song because Carmen was still sleeping. 4 o'clock in the morning that morning, I checked my phone because I was on it. Like I was trying to make sure like, hey, like what's going on with the song? So was #1. I didn't want to wake her up, but that was at the time, yeah. So I couldn't wait till she woke up like, your song's #1. Ah! So yeah, we was outside celebrating like, oh my God, song's #1. Can't even post, can't do nothing because we're freaking in a hurricane. So it was really like a bittersweet type of moment for her because first of all, your song's #1, but you're in the middle of a hurricane. But y'all, we looking like a gender reveal right now.
Text nobody. I can do nothing right now.
I'm team girl, team boy. What team y'all on?
My song went
Carmen, we know.
and I can't even post to say nothing.
She can't
right
post
now.
it or nothing.
You have no power. You have nothing. You can't even talk, accept phone calls to accept your congratulations and stuff like that. It was just crazy. But I'm glad that I was there with her, though, because, I would have hated for her to have to go through that by herself. I know it's one thing for Flo to be here by himself as well, but Flo's a man, Flo's a guy. I feel like he could have thugged it out and would have been okay. Even with me and her by ourselves, that's kind of like, dang, like it's two girls by themselves. But we, like I said, me and Carmen held it down. We was good. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. We made a lot of fun out of it. We joked a lot. We had like, this is a memorable experience. Like, this is something that me, her, and Flo are gonna always remember. Like, cause I even remember back when I went through hurricanes, even with my children's dad, my family, his family. Like, I would never forget those times because these are like bonding moments. They're bonding moments, and it's also like traumatic moments too, because you're out of power, you're out of food, y'all got kids, everybody got, people got kids, so the kids are exhausted and frustrated and irritated. So it's like it's a experience that you cannot forget, and you cannot forget who was there, what y'all did, what y'all talked about. So I'll never forget all the times we walked around the neighborhood, all the times we it was just fun. It was fun. It was like, wow, like we walked, me, her and Flo walked to the store. We had to hop over freaking big old puddles of water, got all the way to the store closed. Child, so because we was trying to find food, we was trying to find a little, stuff to snack on. Child, nothing. So I think our manager came and got us. Ebony came and got us, I think, that next day. Oh no, it was the same day. It was the same day Flo had got there. She took us to the store. We went to Cat House. Cat fed us. Shout out to Cat, because she's always taking care of us. And shout out to Ebony, because they always looking out, always making sure that we're good. So that was good. That was kind of like taking us away, because Cat had power, so that took us away from that whole experience for a moment, and just kind of put us like back at home pretty much. So we was able to do that. We was able to get back on our phones. Carmen was finally able to like post and get on social media for a little bit until we got back to the house. And after that, all of us literally ran down our phones. Batteries all dead. So the next day, Carmen had ended up leaving. I think she had to film or do some work, and so me and Flo were just at the house by ourselves, like trying to figure out, dang, when these lights gonna come back on. And I was able to take a shower because she still had hot water, so that was good. And then we ended up trying to find food. We got some pizza. Carmen came back, and then right after she came back, like literally 10 minutes after she came back, the power came on. So it was cool, man. Then we ended up staying another night because the power at our house still wasn't on. Because we could see our Ring camera. We can also see like in the Ring app with all the neighbors talking about like if their power got restored. Nobody's power in the area got restored. Our Ring camera still wasn't on. So we just like, dang. So that next day we was like, all right, we just gonna go back and see just in case, because we started seeing some people say like, I got power. So it was like, okay, maybe it could be the internet. So let's just go home and see. So we caught an Uber back over here to check on our house. Came back, still no power, no water. So Carmen was like, just come back to my house. So we ended up going back over there. The moment we got back over there, we sat down at Popeyes and was eating. Child, we saw the Ring camera come on. So it was like, oh shoot, we just got back over here and the lights, our power back on. So we just ended up coming back home. But y'all, that was like the longest 3 days like of my life. But it was, like I said, it was fun. We made the best out of the moment. A lot of our family was definitely concerned. A lot of our friends was definitely concerned. I had so many people reaching out to me, making sure that I was okay. So that definitely was good. My uncle, everybody was like, worried or whatever. But one thing about hurricanes, I've been through a lot of them. Even with Katrina, I feel like that was the scariest. I physically wasn't in Katrina, but all of my family from New Orleans were in Katrina. And so we're on the other end, like trying to figure out if our family's okay. Are they dead or alive? Because a lot of people were dying. A lot of people got stuck places. A lot of people drowned. And just, yeah, like it was very, very like horrifying. So my brother at the time, I believe he was in the National Guard. He was able to, I think he was like able to get with his troops and kind of like travel throughout the city and go to different houses and check on families and stuff and give them water and stuff. And I think he was the one that reported to us that one of our uncles was okay. We were able to get our grandmother out of there. She got out of there. my grandmother, my uncle, my auntie, they ended up getting out, but a lot of our family just stayed back. So the people that stayed back, we had to worry about those people because we didn't know. It was no communication. Finally, when we did get communication, we had to send them money because they couldn't use none of their cars. A lot of them didn't have so we had to send them money through like Western Union to get them out of there. Like, y'all, it was so scary. That was scary. Then the after effects of Katrina, like going back home to New Orleans and seeing all the damage and destruction, like going back to our old areas, our properties, and just checking on everything and seeing all the damage was horrible, y'all. Like, it was horrible. And like even driving up and down them streets, and it was just so quiet. It was like, I can't even explain, because I even remember the vibe I got from my mom. Like, it was almost like she wanted to cry, like, oh my God, like my city is like destroyed. Like, this is my home and it's literally gone. Like, it was crazy. But we had rode up and down a lot of streets. We're just looking, you could just see a lot of the houses were just so like, there were markings on the houses letting you know how many people were in the house, if it was anybody that died in there, if they had a dog. It'll say like, it'll have like an X or something, and it'll have like 4, 1 dog, and each number and each thing meant like it was either a person in there, people in there, or like if they had pets or if somebody died. But it was all within this X. And I was just like, oh my God. And then every house we was driving by, literally, you see that. You see something on the freaking house. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, looking at that as a kid, because I think I had to be like 14. I don't know how old I was. I was young as hell. But seeing that and witnessing that as a kid was very traumatic. So I feel like when you go through hurricanes and when you go through like natural disasters, it's always going to be traumatic in some way. So the best thing to do is just to be with family, people that you love, friends, people that, that's going to look out for you, that that's going to care for you, and people that you can have fun with, because that's really what it is. Like, because everybody all across the world, whoever's experiencing a disaster is all in the same exact situation. I don't care if you rich or you poor. If you rich and you ain't got no power and no lights, you just as worse as a poor person. So it's like, everybody just kind of like, it's a really humbling experience, But like I said, the best part about it is I was able to be there with the people that I love, my friends, my loved ones. We was able to celebrate in some way because, of course, this was a big moment for Carmen. So we was able to celebrate her, even though it wasn't in the way she probably would have wished it to be. The intention was there. The love was still there. So that's one for the books, man. We had great laughs, amazing talks, conversations that, like I said, I will never forget. I'm pretty sure she will never forget. Flo will never forget. And yeah, but that was it for that, y'all. Like I said, hurricanes are definitely an experience, a memorable experience. And then all the after stuff that you got to deal with, like what I'm going through with this FEMA stuff. So I'll keep y'all posted on that as far as FEMA goes. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this is not too long. I've been seeing people on Facebook saying that they have they're getting their deposits already. They're getting their stuff fixed. People coming out, the contracts and stuff coming out, fixing their properties. But see, that's only if you own. So now I have to get with the landlord to actually report the damages that's done to the property so he can fix that stuff. But other than that, it is what it is. We were able to replace our food already. So it's not like we're starving and we're just, out down bad or whatever. But it's still the principle. Like, it's not our fault that a hurricane happened. It's not our fault that the power got shut off. It's not our fault. So these resources or whatever that's stepping into place is helping us, and I'm taking all the help I can get. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all in the next video.
Our phone is SOS, so we will see y'all later.
Pretty girl gang. Pretty girl gang. If you are not bad and don't get it back, then you cannot sit with us. Let me hear you say